At the end of the day, I think he was not fleeing a crime scene. I think he believed that he was fleeing for his life.
I was a victim of a shooting that night in the club, December 27th, 1999, shot in the face by Sean Puffy Combs. I was an innocent bystander.
Jennifer Lopez and Sean Diddy Combs were one of the most famous celebrity couples of the late 90s and early 2000s. Their relationship was everywhere, constantly in the spotlight, with paparazzi snapping pictures and the media calling them the ultimate power couple of pop and hip-hop. However, while it seemed glamorous from the outside, things were far from perfect behind the scenes. Now, with new rumors and accusations about Diddy's past making headlines, people are starting.
This is an exclusive conversation. That point really stuck out. I never heard you say it.
Yeah.
That you were the fall guy.
Well, that's the interesting thing. I believe that, the power of Diddy, the entertainer, the person that dominated pop culture, was so loud for so long that no one heard myself and my mom and my supporters.
Jennifer Lopez met Diddy in 1999, a year that would turn out to be both life-changing and full of controversy for them both. At that time, Lopez was just starting to become a global star. She had recently released her debut album on the 6th, which included hits like If You Had My Love, marking the beginning of her music career. Diddy, on the other hand, was already a huge name. Known as Puff Daddy, he was a major force in the music world, with his label, Bad Boy Records, topping the charts. When they got together, it seemed like a perfect match, but their relationship quickly became filled with scandal and drama.
Are charged with criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree and third degrees for the possession of loaded 9mm guns.
One of the most notorious moments linked to their relationship was the 1999 nightclub shooting in New York City. While the details of that night have been talked about for years, new information from various sources has shed fresh light on what actually happened. That night, Diddy, Lopez, and their group were at Club New York when a confrontation broke out. Witnesses said someone from Diddy's group fired a gun, causing panic and injuring innocent bystanders. Diddy, Lopez, and rapper Shyne were all arrested after fleeing the scene. What followed was a media frenzy that would.
Charges against me are 100% false, and hopefully due to time we'll start to see that. Thank you very much.
Although Lopez was eventually cleared of any wrongdoing, questions about her involvement in the incident have continued to surface. Some reports suggest that she might have either knowingly or unknowingly helped Diddy cover up what happened that night. One of the most startling claims is that Lopez may have carried the weapon into the club for Diddy. While she maintained her innocence and the charges against her were dropped, her swift release from custody and her refusal to speak about the situation later have raised suspicions.
And whatever else happened, everything broke out and some shooting occurred.
Shyne, who was convicted and spent nearly 10 years in prison for his role in the shooting, has since revealed shocking details in his Hulu documentary, The Honorable Shyne. He claims that Diddy masterminded a plan to blame him for the incident, making him the scapegoat. Shyne also accuses Diddy of manipulating witnesses, and even his own legal team, to secure his own acquittal. According to Shyne, Diddy's legal strategy included bringing in witnesses to testify against him while clearing Diddy of any responsibility.
Barrow, who served nearly 9 years in prison stemming from that infamous nightclub shooting that changed his life forever. His co-defendant Sean Combs was acquitted.
One of the most damaging pieces of evidence comes from Natania Ruin, a victim who was injured in the shooting. Ruin has always insisted that he was the one who fired the weapon that night. He even testified in court, saying he saw Diddy with the gun in his hand. Despite this, Diddy was acquitted, leading many to question how much influence he may have had over the trial's outcome. Ruin has also claimed that Lopez lied under oath to protect Diddy, denying that he had a weapon and not meant.
I watched them, bow bow, both of them fired, and the muzzle flash was like psh, psh. Shyne's muzzle flash was a little higher. He was on the side closest to the bar.
Lopez's relationship with Diddy didn't just affect her personal life, it also had a big impact on her career. At the time, Diddy was one of the most influential figures in the entertainment industry, and being linked to him definitely helped Lopez gain attention and credibility in the music world. Some have suggested that Lopez may have felt pressure to remain loyal to Diddy, even if it meant compromising her own values. After all, her career was still just beginning, and Diddy's influence could have played a major role in shaping her rise to fame.
I got hit right here, in my nose, in between my eyes, which means I'm facing directly at you. Just like I'm looking at you and I can tell you got on black shades.
The nightclub shooting wasn't the only controversy in Lopez and Diddy's relationship. Over time, more stories emerged about Diddy's behavior. Lopez has described their relationship as emotionally draining and hinted at being mistreated, which many believe referred to Diddy. While she never accused him of abuse, her words suggested their relationship was more toxic than she let on. After their breakup, Diddy admitted in a 2001 Vibe interview that he used Lopez to make his ex, Kim Porter, jealous. Lopez has stayed quiet about the split, but insiders say the nightclub incident played a major role.
Alright, so L.A. Reid gave him $1 million to put out an album and the album never came out.
Today, the shadow of that infamous night still hangs over Diddy, as he faces multiple allegations of misconduct and exploitation. People are re-examining his past relationships and questioning the involvement of those around him. Naturally, Jennifer Lopez's name has come up, especially given her close connection to Diddy during some of his.
You always have other people paying other people for things that people need them to pay for. That was just one.
Rumors suggest Lopez was involved in other incidents tied to Diddy's behavior, including parties with questionable activities. Despite their breakup, Lopez and Diddy reunited in 2020, sparking fan criticism. This has led to speculation that Lopez's ties to Diddy may have contributed to her recent split from Ben Affleck, though neither has confirmed this. The timing of their breakup raises questions about whether Diddy's.
Say that again. Say that again. Back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is.
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of.
At the center of this controversy is the question of accountability. If Lopez was involved in covering up Diddy's actions, what does that say about her character? And if she was manipulated or coerced, why hasn't she spoken out about it? These are the questions many are asking as they try to understand the complex web of events and relationships surrounding Diddy's rise and fall.
It sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
Yes, this was actually in his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video, so it's, to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped. It doesn't seem like they're active participant in the videotaping.
As new details emerge, the story of Jennifer Lopez and Diddy is far from over. What was once a glamorous relationship is now a cautionary tale about fame and power. With Diddy's legal troubles resurfacing, Lopez's connection to his past is pulling her back into the spotlight, just as rumors about her split from Ben Affleck make headlines. Many are questioning if her ties to Diddy.
We grew apart. We had a marriage that didn't work. This happens. There's somebody I love and respect, but to whom I shouldn't be married any longer.
Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez's relationship was once the ultimate Hollywood love story, but behind the scenes, tensions were growing. After rekindling their romance, rumors of trouble began to surface, with arguments over Lopez's past and alleged involvement in covering up questionable activities. Next voice. As Diddy's legal troubles made headlines, sources say Ben Affleck began questioning Lopez about her past, especially regarding the 1990s.
Ultimately, we tried because we had kids. And then we said, both of us felt like we don't want this to be the model that our kids see of marriage.
Now, Diddy's controversies extend beyond the nightclub shooting to his infamous freak-off parties, which were chaotic and troubling. Lopez attended some of these events while with Diddy. While there's no evidence of her involvement in any wrongdoing, her presence raises questions about what she may have witnessed and why she stayed silent. The culture of silence in the entertainment industry is being called out as more of Diddy's alleged behavior comes to light. Many wonder why high-profile figures like Lopez ignored what happened at his parties. Was it fear, career protection, or simply easier to stay silent? Celebrities who knew but didn't speak up are now facing criticism for their complicity, with Lopez as one of Diddy's closest associates.
And where I'm coming from are the kids. You know, I feel like the kids were just bonding with A-Rod's kids, and now those kids are out of their lives, their friends are out of their lives, and now it's Ben's kids that are in. I just feel like we got it.
Lopez isn't the only celebrity caught up in this mess. Over the past few months, several high-profile figures have been linked to Diddy's alleged activities, either as witnesses or participants. Rumors have circulated about other artists signed to Diddy's label who attended his infamous gatherings. Some have spoken out about their experiences, while others have stayed silent, fueling further mystery and suspicion around these events.
I can say about Jennifer Lopez is, if nothing, she's consistent. This is who Jennifer is. And I feel like she stands in the woman that's a hopeless romantic, that loves to share her love. I feel like this is who she is, and asking her to change is...
But love is also different the second time around, don't you think?
I would think, but not her.
You might wonder why Jennifer Lopez, known for her strength and independence, stayed silent. Her relationship with Diddy could explain it. He was a powerful figure in the industry, and his influence opened doors for her. She may have felt indebted or feared the consequences of speaking out. It's also possible she didn't know the full extent of his actions, as Diddy was known for controlling the narrative. However, her continued connection to him after their breakup raises questions about her judgment and willingness to stay linked to someone with a controversial reputation. Next voice. These revelations could seriously impact Lopez's career, which relies on her image of authenticity. Fans may start questioning if she's as genuine as they thought. In an industry driven by public opinion, even a little doubt can be damaging. Meanwhile, Diddy's legal troubles keep growing, with new lawsuits and allegations daily. Despite his denials, the mounting claims...
You know, it's still pretty early in the proceedings. I think it's only been about a month or a month and a half since he's been arraigned and held in detention. And so the investigations are always going to be a continuous and ongoing process. I'm sure at this point there's been an exchange of discovery. And not only that, but I think there's been a gag order placed on the attorneys with information that they can and cannot share.
This scandal could shake up the entertainment industry, as more victims come forward and the way allegations are handled changes. The era of protecting powerful figures may be ending, and those complicit in the past will need to answer for their actions. For Jennifer Lopez, if the rumors are true and she's being investigated for her connection to Diddy, she could face serious consequences. Even if cleared, the damage to her reputation could be hard to undo.
He said, you know, that Diddy snitched on me, that he threw me under the bus, and that I was a sacrificial lamb. But, you know, that's 26 years ago.
26 years ago.
So people don't remember, and I have moved on. So you asked why. This is more of a celebration than, you know, dancing on Diddy's grave or wanting to even connect myself.
The story of Jennifer Lopez and Diddy highlights the dangers of power, influence, and silence, showing that the truth eventually comes out. As more details emerge, it's clear this chapter in Lopez's life won't be easily closed. What do you think? Does her silence suggest deeper involvement, or was she a victim of his influence? How will this impact her career and personal life? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.